So welcome to everyone to this third session of the Swim England East Region Future Champions competition here at Basildon, at the Leisure Centre here at Basildon in the Sports Centre. And we'll be getting underway with some swimming in around about 9 minutes time. We got a fairly concise session to get through today. You've got a few events to do. And we're going to be kicking off with event 301, which will be the women's 10 and 11 years, 100 metres butterfly. There's going to be 3 heats of that. And then we're going to be moving on to event 302, the men's 10 and 11 years, 50 metres freestyle, 10 heats of that. And then event 303, the women's 10 and 11 years, 50 metres backstroke. And there are 10 heats of that. And then the final event on this particular session is the men's 100 metres breaststroke, and we've got 7 heats of that. So we've got a few to get through. Hopefully we'll have another day swimming like we had yesterday, with a huge number of personal best times coming through from these young swimmers. A lot of them who haven't competed for over a year. In fact, some of them, we've been told, haven't competed at all. This is pretty much their first competition. So it's very good to see them here, and it'll be very good to see them getting good times today. We've got a number of oddities about this gala. The Duck of Luck, you'll have seen advertised. Those swimmers who win their events automatically get a Duck of Luck, which is a little memento of swimming here today. And also we have a lucky lane, and these have been randomly drawn. So a swimmer who has been randomly drawn in a lucky lane will win a prize for just being in that lane and swimming in the competition today. So again, our people around the poolside know which ones they are when they come up, because they've been pre-drawn and they are completely random. So hopefully some swimmers will walk away with something else to remember the day as well. So we've got a few minutes before we will start with our first event, and that's going to be the 3 heats of the girls' 100 metres butterfly. And we'll give you some music until we can get ourselves underway and get the swimmers poolside. So before we get underway today, can I just introduce to those people who are online our referees and starter for today's session 3. Referees are led by Joan Wheeler and David Robertson and Jane Howell, and then our starter today on this session will be Jerry Metcalf. As always, we'd like to thank all of the officials and the helpers for putting this event together. As you can imagine, this has been a particularly difficult one to get underway, starting it as we did in the period of the COVID lockdown, and it's a great triumph to be able to get the swimmers back in the pool for this event, bearing in mind how quickly it is after the opening up of some restrictions. Obviously, because we do have still got a lot of COVID restrictions, again, for those people tuning in online, you'll realise that there's the movement around the pool is slightly difficult. It will be a little bit protracted between events because we do still have to maintain distancing and regulations. So it's not as you will be expected to have seen, and you might find it just a little bit difficult when you see that it's quite a long gaps between events on occasions. But do bear with us. We are sticking to the rules and making sure that everyone remains safe. So that means we're just about ready to get underway with this session 3 of the Future Champions meet. We start with event 301, which is the women's 10 and 11 years 100 metres butterfly. Going to be swimming 3 heats. This is heat 1 with swimmers in lanes 3, 4 and 5. Those of you joining online, you'll be able to see all of the swimmers' names appearing, and hopefully the spectators who are looking through the window will be able to see the names on the boards as well. 2 10-year-olds and 11-year-old here, 11-year-old in the middle, and the 2 10-year-olds in lanes 3 and 5. First turn there at around about 20 seconds. Fastest entrant here in the middle is Jasmine Donald, 11-year-old from St Albans, entered at 1:47. And then in lane 3, we've got Georgia Atkinson, who's a 10-year-old from Ely, who's entered at 1:57, and Megan in lane 5 is from Modernians, and she's entered at 1:53. Coming up to halfway, Jasmine turns first, 46.39, 48.12 for Georgia, and 49.33 for Megan. So all looking like they're going to go inside their entry times. They can keep it going. It's a tough one for the younger swimmers, the fly. Coming up towards the final turn, and in the lead still, Jasmine Donald. And looking to nail her turn. Turns at around about 1:16, and then about 1:19 for Megan. Georgia turning now at about 1:22, 1:23. And they now sprinting home as hard as they can down that final length. So bear in mind, entry times here are around the 1:47 for our leader and 1:53, 1:57 for the chasing 2. So these are going to be good times. They're going to be massive new personal best times. Coming into the last couple of strokes, Jasmine entered at 1:47, records 1:46 inside there. Great swim by her. 1:49, under 1:50 for Megan. She entered at 1:53. Georgia entered at 1:57.53. Last couple of strokes, pushing all the way to the end. And touches 2:01, only just outside her entry time. Excellent swims by all of those swimmers. And this is heat 2 of the 100 metres butterfly. So this is a lucky lane heat, Someone in this event will win a prize for being in their lucky lane. Line up here is all 11-year-olds. We just had the two 10-year-olds swimming in that first heat, where medals are being given out for different age groups. It's won about 17 and a half seconds there for our leader. At the first turn, Basildon's Amelia Fenner. But now going past her is Matilda Diamond from Modernians in lane 2, entered at 1:45. She's going to hit the turn halfway first, and she splits at 38.66, 40.38 for Amelia, and then 44s, 45s for the others. Very, very close together, all the others, all within a second between 44 and 45. But great swim this by Matilda Diamond. Entered at 1:45, she's got 25 metres to go at this turn. Splits at 61.62, so looking very good indeed. About 67, 68 for Amelia, and the others all turning together. How about that? All three of them around about 1:13, 1:14. Great battle for the third place at the moment, just being led by Millie Johnson in lane 5, but only fractionally ahead of Ava and Alexia. But Matilda comes through, touches first, 1:25.28, entered at 1:45. Second to touch, 1:35.82 for Amelia Fenner. And look at this sprint finish, and third place, third to touch there, 1:43 flat for Millie Johnson. She entered at 1:42, so pretty much bang on her entry time. Well done, swimmers. And the lucky lane there was Ava. Ava in lane 6. You win a lucky lane prize. And this is the final heat of the 100 metres butterfly. Please welcome to the blocks your finalists. And swimming in lane 8 is from Flitwick is Neve Bunker. In lane 1 from Brentwood, Eleanor Barthwarnham. And in lane 7 from Putteridge, Katie May Abrams. In lane 2 from Team Luton, Nicole Cashin. In lane 6 from Dereham, Anastasia Wall. In lane 3 from Basildon Phoenix, Lois Smith. In lane 5, her teammate also from Basildon Phoenix, Jasmine Hall. And the fastest entrant in the event entered at 1:24.93 from Chelmsford. In lane 4, Lucy Clark. Your finalists for the ladies 100 metres butterfly. So underway with the final heat, fastest entrance. Sort of Lucy there at 1:24.9, but you can see the two Basildon Phoenix swimmers either side of her, so it's going to be a tight swim. 17 seconds at the first checkpoint at 25. Lucy from Chelmsford just leading the two Basildon swimmers, Lois in 3 and Jasmine in 5. Lucy turns at 36.78 halfway, 37.49 for Lois, 38.14 for Jasmine. Those two are very close together for second and third, but in the lead, no doubt, Lucy Clark pulling away now, having a very good third length. Final turn at under 59 seconds. About 61.62 for Lois. Jasmine only about a second behind. Going behind her in 4th place, going well in lane 7, Katie May Abrams. But this is going to be a good swim. Lucy Clark, Chelmsford into 1:24.93. Going to be close to 1:20, 1:21.49. Very close behind her. Second to touch there was Jasmine Hall, entered at 128, goes 123.94. And third to touch was Lois Smith, entered at 130 and goes 124, so two very big new PBs. So that completes the women's 100 meters butterfly event. Lots of new personal best times. Moving on to event 302 in the program, the second event today in this session. It's the men's 10 and 11 years 50 meters freestyle. This is going to be swum in 10 heats. So this is the men's 50 meters freestyle, heat 1, with swimmers in lanes 3, 4, 5 and 6. So back to 2 lengths of the pool now with the men's 50 meters freestyle. All 10-year-olds in the pool here. Don't forget, different age group medals are being given out at the end of each session for each of the age groups. But Joseph Ems, the Modernians, who's going to turn first at around about 20 seconds in lane 3. And he's looking very good. He's got an entry time of 45.55. The other 3 pretty much across the pool are all together. Benjamin in 4, Xavier in 5, Zach in 6. Similar entry times, all around 45 seconds. Going to be very close for second, but Joseph is going to take this. Ended at 45.5, goes 41.7. Very close for second and third. Touch going there to Ben in lane 4, 45.90, and third to touch there, Xavier at 46.69. 48.32 for Zachary. And this is heat 2 of the 50 meters freestyle, and this is a lucky lane heat, So these are all 10-year-olds in the pool here, all swimming together. Entry times range from about 42 up to about 44. Coming up to the turn, very close, turning about 19, just under 20 seconds. Just in the lead, a good turn in lane 4 from the fastest entrant, which is Ben Goring Farrow from Linslade, ends at 42.49. Going well also Tia in lane 2. And also coming through very strongly now in lane 6, James Peters from Basildon. And James is going to be very close to getting this. He's going to be on the touch just as they touch there, 40.43. First to touch is Ben Goring Farrow in a time 40.43. Second there, 40.84 was James Peters. And third at 41.19 was Tia Hendricks. And the lucky lane there was indeed Ben Goring Farrow in lane 4 as well. So double win there for Ben. He will be receiving his lucky lane prize. Heat 3 of the 50 meters freestyle. Three 10-year-olds in this and the rest are 11. The 10-year-olds are in lane 3 and lane 5 and lane 6. Thomas in lane 3, Max in 5, Morgan in lane 6. Then fastest entrant, 41.26. Let's keep an eye on that in lane 4, leading the way. First to turn as well, that's about 17 seconds. So getting a bit quicker. But in the lead, fastest entrant, Luigi in lane 4 from Cheshunt, entered at 41. And let's see where he goes, but he's being pushed very hard now by Thomas in lane 3, and also over in lane 1, Riley and Morgan in 6. But first to touch, 36.63 is indeed Luigi, entered at 41.26. Massive new PB under 40 seconds. Second to touch, 37.39 was Thomas Fenwick. And this is heat 4 of the men's 50 meters freestyle. So underway with heat 4. And again, three 10-year-olds in this in lane 1. Michael's a 10-year-old in lane 5 and lane 7. All the rest are 11. Fastest entry in lane 4 as usual. Harlow Penguins, Jasper Eves from Halstead. Halstead swimmer at 39.61. Leading the way at the moment though in lane 7. Janos from Team Ipswich entered at 40.87. He's going to take this. He's well clear. Coming in to see what his time is. Entered at 40.87, records 36.57. Excellent swim. Second to touch there was Jasper Eves in 37.66. And third to touch, 38.96, was Dominic in lane 5, Harlow Penguins. And this is heat 5 of the 50 meters freestyle. Heat 5 underway, just the 7 swimmers on the blocks. All 11 years old. Got a couple more 10-year-olds still to come in the event, but none in this heat. And coming up to turn, it's going to be lanes 1 and 2 turning the same as 6 and 7, all turning around about 17 seconds. But it's Daniel in 1 and Harry in 2. Daniel from Leighton Brothers and Harry from March. Both entered around about 39 seconds, and they're going to be really stroke for stroke as they touch. Oh, almost together there. Just getting there is Harry, gets there with 29.05. And then we'll have to wait and see what the time is on for Daniel. We've got some odd times on the board. Well, we'll pick up the times on the backups, make sure they're all correct. And this is heat 6 of the 50 meters freestyle, and it's a lucky lane heat, So we'll keep an eye open on the website for the right times for the previous heats. There's obviously some issue there, but we'll pick up the right times. They're all recorded. It's all on AOE. We've got two 10-year-olds in this in lanes 3 and 7, but leading the way. Very close at the moment. We've got 2 or 3 swimmers together. Over in lane 1, got Philip, who's from Putteridge, and then in lane 5, Hudson from Flitwick. And these two are going to be just a little bit clear of the others. Who's going to touch first? Very, very, very close there. Philip just getting it, 35.55 from Hudson, 35.56, 1/100th of a second between first and second there. 36.85, third to touch there was Corbin in lane 2. And the lucky lane there was lane 8. Lane 8, Alex Wiseman. Well done. For swimming in lane 8, you win a prize.
Let's pull one side, please, for no physical.
So a reminder that there will be medal presentations at the end of this session outside. We will be doing those as soon as the session finishes for those medalists in each of the events in this session. Those will be streamed on the feed. You'll be able to see those from outside and from at home. And also a reminder that there is merchandise available. You can get hats and the like that are commemorative of this event on the Swim East website. Do have a look on there. It's a great way of getting a memento of a very enjoyable gala. And this is heat 7 of the 50 meters freestyle. So again, I've got a couple of 10-year-olds in this. Got the fastest entrant is a 10-year-old, James in lane 4, Team Ipswich, entered 37.1. And Flitwick's Harry Rolson is in lane 6, he's 10 as well. But storming away in lane 3 at the moment is Dylan, and they're turning now much faster into the around the 16-second mark. 15, 16 seconds. It's going to be a very fast swim, this in lane 3 by Dylan Guy. Second place at the moment is lane 7 is Charlie, but Dylan's going to touch first, and he does in a time of 33.49. Excellent swim, 35.02. Second to touch there was Charlie in lane 7. And third on there, 35.05. In lane 5 was Lotana. Heat 8 of the 50 meters freestyle.
Take your mark.
So just a 7 on the blocks for this heat. 10-year-old Joseph Bell in lane 5. He's not the fastest one, but he's one of the faster ones at 35.92, and he is storming it. Turned first at about in the 15-second mark. This could be really good, and he's going very well indeed in lane 5. Behind him at the moment, pretty close, but lane 2 going well, Elliot Hall. And also swimmers over on this side. But there's a big fast finish coming in from a lot of swimmers in 7 and 8. Last couple of strokes, 33.59, the winning time there. First to touch was Joseph Bell, 10-year-old from Halstead. Great swim there, entered at 35.92. Second to touch there, 34.54 for Elliot Hall. Heat 9 of the 50 metres freestyle, and then another lucky lane heat. So another lucky lane heat. 1 10-year-old in this. We got one in the next heat as well, but it's Jaden Carter. Another one in lane 4. Basildon Phoenix ends at 33.89. He's got a bit to do now to go after the previous heat's 10-year-old. Turning at 15 seconds, under 16 I would think there. Great turn off the wall in lane 5 by Charlie Birdsall. And Charlie is going to take this. It's going to be a good swim. Right behind him though is Jaden. Charlie takes it, a time of 32.02. Excellent swim by him. And he entered at 33.9. Second to touch there, 33.14. Basildon Phoenix is Jaden Carter, so inside his entry time as well. Oh. And the lucky lane winner then, the last one, was the lane 3. This is the final heat, heat 10 of the men's 50 metres freestyle. Please welcome your finalists in the final heat swimmers to the blocks as they arrive, and we'll start with lane 8, swimming for Chelmsford, Josh Mayer. And in lane 1, from Modernians, Oliver Mayer. In lane 7, from Basildon Phoenix, Brandon Crease. In lane 2, from Colchester, Nikitas Baltasaga. In lane 6, from Hatfield, Niccolo Camilotti. In lane 3, from Devon, Hayden Hall. In lane 5, from Team Ipswich, William Jones. And the fastest entrant in the event at a time of 30.73 from Colchester, swimming in lane 4, Archie Tebbett. Your final heat swimmers in the men's 50 metres freestyle. So just one 10-year-old in this, amongst a whole load of fast 11-year-olds. In lane 7, Brandon Crease from Basildon Phoenix, under 33.69. Just seen a couple of fast 10-year-old swims, but coming up to the turn. At halfway, 15 seconds, thereabouts. Very going to be close to a 30-second one this. Leading the way, Archie Tebbett from Colchester. Entered at 30.73, going very well. Right behind him at the moment, Hayden Hall in lane 3. But it's going to be touching at 30.03, nearly went under 30 seconds. Great swim there by Archie Tebbett. Second to touch there, 31.51 from Hayden Hall from Devon, who entered 32. And third to touch there in lane 6 was Niccolo Cavotti. I think as the ball comes up there, 31.80. So that completes the men's 50 metres freestyle. The next event in the pool is event 303. The women's 10-11 years 50 meters backstroke. And that's going to be swum in 10 heats. And this is heat 1 of the 50 meters backstroke. So 2 lengths of the pool again, this time for the girls. All 10-year-olds in the first heat, and the fastest entry time is just on 50 seconds. So let's see if anyone can go under 50. It'd be very good. So at the only turn at 22 seconds, leading the way at the moment is Charlotte Newell from Chelmsford in lane 6, but now starting to edge past her in lane 4 is Olivia James. Olivia now going to the front in the last few meters. Also going well over in lane 1 is Ava Sims. But it's going to be pretty close as they touch, but touching first. It was lane 4 that touched first, Olivia James from Modernians. Will pick up the time on the backup. And there we are, time of 44.67. Second to touch there, 45.30 was Ava Sims, and third at 45.46 was Charlotte Newell. So lots of swims there under 50 seconds. Good to see. And this is heat 2 of the 50 meters backstroke, and this is a lucky lane heat. The lucky lane winner will win a prize in this heat. So another heat that's all 10-year-olds. Fastest entry in this one is Maisie Draper in the middle of the pool, lane 4, Halstead swimmer, and ends at 48.57. So one swimmer here in lane 8, Chloe Lancaster, hasn't gone under 50. Let's hope she does. Turning first there, 21 seconds, 22 seconds, very close between lanes 4 and 7 on the turn, pretty much together. Lane 4 is Maisie Draper, lane 7 Esme. And these two just a little bit clear of all the others are in a line across the pool. Could be anywhere on for third place here at the moment. But coming up to the last couple of strokes, Maisie Draper entered at 48.57, goes 43.20, so a 5-second PB. Second to touch, 44.59 for Esme. And third to touch on the 45.53 was Georgia Atkinson in lane 6. So lots of swimmers there, everyone under 50 seconds. Excellent swimming. And the lucky lane winner there was Chloe Lancaster in lane 8. Chloe, well done. You've been drawn as a lucky lane winner in that heat. Heat 3 of the 50 meters backstroke. So 7 swimmers on the block, no one on lane 6 in this 50-meter event. And 2 swimmers, lanes 5 and 7 making the early headway. Mia in 5 and Layla in 7. Turning at about 21 seconds. But a good turn in lane 8 by Isla, getting her right back on turn. They had a good turn, just got her ahead of Layla alongside her, but in the middle of the pool still. Mia Nelson, Cheshunt swimmer, entered at 47.53. She looks like she's going to touch first, and she does at 42.54. Second to touch there, 44.58, was Olivia Palmer coming through strongly at the end, and third, according to this, was at 44.79, was Layla Jennings, but Isla's time hasn't come up there. We'll just have to see when they... Either they're 45.73, being recorded at 4th place. This is heat 4 of the women's 50 meters backstroke. So no swimmer in lanes 3 and 7, so just the 6 in the pool on this one. Fastest entrant here at 45.85 in the middle pool in lane 4 is Ella Godson. But coming up to the turn, looks like it's going to be about 4 swimmers all turning together at around about the 21-22 second mark. Still nothing between them. Going well, Anastasia in lane 8, but also in lanes 5 and 6. Francesca and Olivia, just fractionally ahead of Ella in 4, Zara, but coming into touch, it's going to be extremely close. And first to touch there is Anastasia Wall, Durham swimmer, entered at 46 seconds, goes 42.181, and 43.41. Second to touch there was Francesca Thompson. Third at 43.7, alongside her was Ella Godson. All 11-year-olds in that heat. And this is heat 5 of the women's 50 meters backstroke. And this is another lucky lane heat, another lucky lane heat for the swimmers in the lucky lane. Got 4 10-year-olds in this in lane 1, and then in lanes 3, 4 and 5. The rest are 11. Leading the way coming up to the halfway turn. Lanes 4 and 5 turning pretty much together at 21. And so it's lane 4 is Eloise Minter, and lane 5 Lexi Sandiford. Both got similar times, about 44.6, 44.7, but now finishing very fast also. Jasmine is 7 and Tia in lane 8. They're coming through very quickly, and also in lane 1 is Tia. So who going to touch first? Very close indeed. 42.4144 goes to Eloise Minto. 42.55. Second to touch there was Jasmine Donald. And third.
Beautiful by the side.
Third they're coming up was Tia Johnson over in lane 1 in time of 42.63. Lucky lane winner there was Bethany Hopkins. Bethany in lane 6. You are a lucky lane winner.
Here comes the minute.
And this is heat 6 of the 50 meters backstroke.
Take your mark.
So we got one 10-year-old in, no, sorry, in fact we don't, because the 10-year-old is not on the block. So we would have had a 10-year-old in lane 1, not swimming. All these swimmers then are 11. Entry times between 40, around the 44-second mark, all very, very similar actually. First to turn, about 19 seconds in lane 6. Eleanor, and she's just a little bit clear at the moment of lane 7, which is Evie Greenhoff, and also over in lane 2, India Harold Hill from Epping Forest. These two very close for second and third. No doubt who's going to take it. It's going to be Eleanor, who entered at 44.17. Goes 39, under 40 seconds. Well done. 39.22, good swim. 41.11 second there was India Harold Hill, and third 41.26 was Evie Greenhoff. And this is heat 7 of the 50 meters backstroke, and this is another lucky lane heat. Fastest two 10-year-olds entered in the event are swimming in this in lanes 2 and 3. Anna in lane 2 and Annika in lane 3 is actually slightly faster, but they're very similar, both on the middle of 43s. Fastest entrant in this heat is 43.12 in lane 4. Turning first now at about just on 20 seconds. First to turn there was lane 5, Lily Mae Ware from Basildon in lane, who's entered at 43.2, but going very well. Lily Mae Freeman, 11-year-old from Yarmouth, over in lane 1, just in the lead at the moment. And Lily Mae looks like she's going to take this. Touches first for 39.46, way under 40 seconds, well done. And that takes that heat, 40.87, second to touch there. Was lane 5, Lily Mae Ware. And third, just gone off the board, I'm afraid, so I can't tell you who the third one was. The lucky lane in that one was also Lily Mae Freeman. So Lily Mae not only won the heat, but also wins a prize for being in the lucky lane. Heat 8 of the 50 metres backstroke. So all the swimmers in the this and the remaining two heats are all 11 years old. No swimmer in lane 2 in this one. Again, the fastest time entry time is just on 42 seconds. So again, we're looking for swimmers going under 40 seconds. Both turning at around about the 20-second mark, so pretty close. We'll have to see how they get to on the big sprint down to the line. But in the lead at the moment, in lane 4, Grace Mutton. Paige Brewster alongside her is now going past her. Great for a sprint finish also coming in from lane 7 from Millie. This is going to be very close as the three of them come through to touch. And first to touch, 40.19 is Paige Brewster, and second, 40.68. Grace Munton, and third to touch, 41.02 was Millie Johnson in lane 7. Well done, swimmers. Heat 9 of the 50 metres backstroke. And this is another lucky lane heat. Another lucky lane heat. We've got a lucky lane seconds. Coming up to the turn, let's see where they are. First to the turn, wow, much quicker now. This is. We've got Valentina in lane 6, Abigail in lane 7. These two just a little bit clear of Esme in lane 5 at the moment, also going well over to lane 2, Emily. But who's going to get it out of 6 and 7 as they touch? Oh, very close indeed. 38.55. Goes to Valentina, who touched first, and she's also the lucky lane winner. Valentina also lucky lane winner. Second to touch, 38.71 was Abigail Davis, and third to touch, 39.75 was Emily Calvert. Which brings us to heat as they come to the blocks, leading off with lane 8 from Brentwood, Lydia Newell. Swimming in lane 1 from Norwich Swans, Verity Hamilton. In lane 7 from Linslade, Holly Katassi. In lane 2 from also from Basildon Phoenix, Jasmine Hall. In lane 3 from Hatfield, Verity Fuge. In lane 5 from Basildon Phoenix, Lois Smith. And in lane 4, the fastest entrant in the event at 37.11 from Chelmsford, Lucy Clark. Ladies and gentlemen, your final heat swimmers in the ladies 50 metres backstroke. Got some quick swimmers in this, 4 swimmers in the middle of the pool in the 37s. There's one over 40 in the lane 8. Hopefully they can go under 40. But steaming away at the moment, Verity in lane 3. She's going to hit the turn first. Turns at 17 seconds. And at the moment being chased alongside her by Lois and Jasmine. And also coming through strongly in lane 6 is Jasmine. Is going to be very, very close with Verity Fuge coming through to touch first. Time of 35.95 takes the touch. Second to touch in 36.67 was Lois Smith. They're both at 37 seconds entry times. And 36.71 third to touch there was Lucy Clark. All of those way under entry times. And going under 40 seconds as well was Lydia Newell over in lane 8. So that completes the women's 50 metres backstroke. The final event in this session is event 304, the men's 10 and 11 years 100 metre breaststroke, and it's going to be swum in 7 heats. This is the 100 metres breaststroke, heat 1, with swimmers in lanes 2 to 6. So 3 10-year-olds and 2 11-year-olds. The 11-year-olds are in lanes 3 and 4. That's George in 3 and Hudson in lane 4. All of these swimmers are just over the 2-minute mark in the entry times, ranging from 2:02 to 2:05. So let's hope they can see one or all of them go under 2 minutes. Would be really good. Latana in lane 4. The others around 55, 56, 57 at the last turn. Coming up now to the final turn in lane 7, leading the way still, Harry Rosen. 10-year-old turns at 120 and then 123. 2 swimmers behind him, very close indeed. Alongside him in lane 8 is Kyan, and then over in lane 4. But it's Kyan in lane 8 who's having a really good final length here as well. Both he and Latana in lane 4 are sprinting hard. Going to race it for second and third, but no doubt who's going to touch first is going to be Harry. Going to be way under 2 minutes, even under 150. 149.2, excellent swim. Second to touch there, 151. Another great swim as well from Kyan. He's ended at 2:02, so big new PB for him. And then 152 for Latana, and he entered at 157. Some very, very good times right across the pool there. And this is heat 3 of the 100-meter breaststroke, and this is a lucky lane heat, a lucky lane heat.
Take your mark.
So 50-50 of 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds. The 3 in lanes 1, 2 and 3 are all 10 years old, and also in lane 8, and the other 4 in the middle of the pool are all 11. Fastest time here, 1:55. Let's see what the first turn is. Turning at 22:23. And a fast start in lane 4. Issa Parker from Colchester entered at 1:55.57, and now coming up onto his shoulder is Janos, who's from Team Ipswich. He entered at 1:56, and Janos having a very long, powerful stroke. Notice a much longer stroke, getting more out of it, but turns first at 48.49. 50 seconds for Issa, and then 52s, 53s and 54s. 57 last to turn there was Jared in lane 8. But gently pulling away, long powerful stroke in the lead in lane 3. Jana Sibley, who's from Team Ipswich, 10-year-old swimmer, entered 1:56, 25 to go at 1:17. And then 1:20 and 1:21 for the chasing pair. Issa in second place at the moment. Now comfortably in third is Josh Hurst from Braintree. But now coming along, overtaking him, Morgan Price from Putteridge in lane 1, getting right up alongside Josh Hurst, but on the other side of the pool. Big sprint finish there, but our winner comes in to touch first. The time of 1:43.72 goes to Janos, whose entry time there was 1:56. 1:48.39, second to touch there for Issa, and third to touch 1:50.62 was the fast finishing Morgan Price. He entered at 1:57. Lots of new personal best times. And the lucky lane there was lane 6, Josh Hunt. Josh in lane 6, you are a lucky lane winner. Heat 4 of the 100 meters breaststroke.
Take your mark.
One 10-year-old in lane 3, the rest are all 11. There are 4 more 10-year-olds to come, but thinning out in this now. Leading the way in the early stages here, lane 5, Charlie in from Halstead, into 1:52, and alongside him Oliver in 4, into 1:51. Also going well in lane 8 is Harry. It's only 22 seconds, and it's actually Harry who looks like he turned first there. He got a good turn off the wall as well. Looking very good indeed. Harry Rickard from March, entered at 1:54. Again, a very long, powerful stroke, but now coming up alongside him. Jasper Eves from Halstead, and also over in lane 3, James Peters. 50 seconds at the turn for Harry Rickard, and then 51, and then 51 and a half behind for the chasing 2. There's a big long line of swimmers, they're all in the 51s. But who's going to get to the next turn first? Gradually getting reeled in a little bit here, Harry, by Jasper. And also accelerating in lane 5 is Charlie Nicolou. But it's still the first to turn are still Jasper and Harry together in lane 7 and 8. And a good turn off the wall by Harry Rickard in lane 8. Still holding on to this, and he's getting into a big long stride, and he's now going to be just about half a metre clear, but a big acceleration coming through from Jasper in 7. Jasper accelerating very fast indeed into the last few strokes, and also going well in lane 5 too. It's going to be very close, but just hanging on there. Excellent swim, led from the start. Harry Rickard from March entered a 154, goes 146.19, 146.22, 300s behind him was Jasper Eves, and third to touch at 147 was Charlie Nicola in lane 5, finishing very fast, couldn't quite get there. Heat 5 of the 100 metres breaststroke.
Take your mark.
So no swimmer in lane 2. We got one 10-year-old in this, James Took in lane 3 from Team Ipswich, ended at 148. Got a couple over 150, so we hope they're going to go under that. At the first turn. Close in the lead at the moment between lane 4, which is Austin Brook from Colchester. He's under to 146. Just a little bit ahead of lane 7. It's Mario Fies, who's from Basildon Phoenix, under 149. But all these swimmers pretty close at the moment. It's much closer than we've seen in other ones. 47.46, first to turn there. Austin, good lead at the halfway point. 49.06, second to turn, and 49.33 for Mario and Daniel in lane 8. But they're only just a little bit clear of Alex in lane 6 as well. 10 metres acceleration coming in from lane 8 as well, from Daniel Talbot from Leighton Buzzard. And Daniel is going very fast in this outside lane. Austin tying up a little bit. Austin may just hang on to this as he comes through. Just touches first, time of 141.81. 142.38 second there was Daniel Talbot. He entered a 151, so well done, way under 150. And third there, 143.27 was Alex Wiseman in lane 6. Heat 6 of the 100 metres breaststroke.
Take your mark.
So no swimmer in lane 7, no swimmer in lane 7. One 10-year-old, Jaden Carter in lane 8 from Basildon Phoenix, under 145. The rest are all 11. Leading the way at the moment is Jesse in lane 2 from Colchester. Turns at about 21 seconds. Looking very good. Jesse's got an entry time of 144. Could go under 140. Let's see how he goes. The others are pretty much in a straight line across the pool at the moment. Nothing much to choose between them. 4 swimmers in the middle are pretty much together. It's 44 for Jesse at the turn, 47s and just on 48 for the chasing 4, and then 50 seconds for the last to turn there, which is Jaden Carter. Don't forget, he's the 10-year-old, so he's going very well. Coming up to his final turn now. Jesse Osiande is turning first there at about 1:10. He's looking very fast indeed. Going to be a great time for him. Need to push on hard now, Jesse. Entered at 1:44. Let's keep an eye on the time. He's way clear. The battle behind him. Big sprints coming in now from lane 6, which is Philip, and then Dylan in lane 5. These two racing it out for second and third. But let's look at the winning time. Touching first, 1:35.86. Great time there from Jesse. Who's going to get second? Look how close that was. 1:40.03 goes to Dylan lane 5, Philip in lane 6 at 1:40.66. Takes third place, touches third in that heat. 1:52 time for the 10-year-old, which not far behind his entry time. Which brings us to the final heat of the session, and it's heat 7 of the 100 metres breaststroke with the fastest entrants. So please welcome them as they make their way into the blocks. Leading off with, in lane 8, from Colchester, Tom Golding. In lane 1, from Putteridge, Seb Newman-Baronius. In lane 7, from Basildon Phoenix, a 10-year-old swimmer, Brandon Crease. In lane 2, also from Putteridge, Luke Owens. In lane 6, from Colchester, Archie Tebbett. In lane 3, also from Colchester, Nikitas Baltazak. In lane 5, from Team Ipswich, William Jones. And finally, in lane 4, the fastest entrant in this event at 1:36.61, 10-year-old swimmer from Halstead, Joseph Bale. Your swimmers in the final heat of the men's 100 metres breaststroke. So the fastest entrant here is a 10-year-old, Halstead's Joseph Bale in lane 4 at 1:36.6. Let's keep an eye on that because that's a very fast time. We've got some other good swimmers in this though. They're going to be pushing him very hard. And you can see he's got a great stroke, very, very, very powerful, fast stroke. Turns first at 19 seconds. This is looking extremely fast. Good turn off the wall though in lane 6 for Archie Tebbett, a Colchester swimmer. He's in second place, third place being contested pretty hotly. 3 swimmers at the moment. We've got Sebastian in lane 1, Nikitas in 3, William in 5. But halfway, 41.65 for Joseph Bale. That's quick. Second there, 44.31, which was Archie Tebbett. But let's just see if he can keep this pace going. He's got to hang in there hard. He's got 1 length to go. Pick the stroke up. Now his turn, and at the final turn, our leader turns at 66 seconds. 66 for Joseph Bale, looking extremely good. It's going to be a great time. And now chasing him down very hard in second place, Archie Tebbett, 11-year-old from Colchester, entered at 1:39. He's getting closer, but I don't think he's going to catch him. He's tying up a little bit now, Joseph Bale in lane 4, but he's going to hang on to this. Let's look at his time. Remember, he's only 10 years old and records 1:31.06. Tremendous swim. 1:32.23, also a great swim there for Archie Tebbett. He entered at 1:39, so 7-second PB. And third to touch there, 1:35.68 from Nikitas. So some very, very good swims there. Great swim there by a 10-year-old. And that completes this session. Hope you've enjoyed the swimming. We will be having the presentation of the medals outside, which will be done shortly. We're going to give the swimmers a chance to get themselves out of the pool, get ourselves some results, and then we will do the medal presentations. They can be seen online if you want to watch those being presented outside. Meantime, enjoy the break between the sessions. So 4:45 is the first cohort next warm-up. 4:45 is the warm-up for the next cohort. So you can get yourselves ready for that. And we look forward to seeing you in the warm-ups for that. We've got the medal presentations again. Can you please check the results? Those swimmers who have won medals in either of the two age groups in any of the events, if they could make their way outside to the presentation area by the athletics arena, and as soon as we get those results, we will try and deal with the presentations, and I'll try and talk you through them, albeit that we can't see the presentations going on from where I am, I'm afraid. So we'll hopefully let you know the results as they come through, and see the medals will be presented and will be viewed online. So just a reminder for anyone watching online that we're outside, that the results will be published on the website. You'll be able to pick those up, all of the results. You've seen that there will have been, when you go through, so there are some disqualifications which will appear, which we didn't manage to pick up off the board, I'm afraid, but hopefully you will be able to see all of the results. And also remember, there are some items of merchandise which you can also see on the website. If you want to order, you can order off the website, and they will all be available. You can see them now during the break. Have a look. Great memento of what could be a really nice day's swimming. Okay, so we're just about to start the medal presentations outside, and you can now see this online for those of you who want to join us online. The first of these events, 301, the women's 10-11 years 100-meter butterfly. And in the 10-year-old age group, we had two swimmers who medalled. In silver medal position from City of Ely is Jorga Atkinson. And in gold medal position with a winning time of 1:49.82 from Modernians, Megan Barnicoat. So Megan and Georgia have got their medals and can take their place on the winner's rostrum. Two swimmers who medalled in that, very well done. Congratulations to both Megan and Georgia. Moving on to the 11-year-old age group in the 100 meters butterfly. In third place, bronze medalist from Basildon Phoenix, Lois Smith. In second place, and silver medalist also from Basildon Phoenix, Jasmine Hall. And in first place, and gold medalist in a winning time of 1:21.49 from Chelmsford, Lucy Clark. Well done to those three ladies who all did extremely well. And very well done. We move on now to event 302, which is the men's event, the 50 meters freestyle. And in the 10-year-old age group of the 50 meters freestyle, in third place and bronze medalist from Basildon Phoenix, Brandon Crease. In second place and silver medalist from Halstead, Joseph Bale. And in first place with a winning time of 33.13 seconds, and gold medalist from Basildon Phoenix, Jaden Carter. The boys making their way up onto the presentation rostrum, and well done to all three of those boys. Not much in the times, 33.65 was the bronze medalist, 33.59 silver, and 33.13 for gold, so very close. Well done, swimmers. Moving on to the 11-year-old age group in the 50 meters freestyle. In third place, bronze medalist from Hatfield, Niccolò Camalotti. In second place and silver medalist from Deben, Hayden Hall. And in first place with a winning time of 30.03 seconds from Colchester, Archie Tebbett. Archie, just as close as you're going to get to going under 30 seconds, so next time out, hopefully he will go under 30 seconds. Okay. Moving on, event 303 was the women's 10-11 years 50 metre backstroke, and in the 10-year-old event, in third place from Cheshunt was Mia Nelson. Mia, who wins the bronze medal. In second place and silver medalist from Basildon Phoenix, Eloise Minto. And in first place with a winning time of 42.30 seconds from City of St Albans, gold medalist and champion Anna Zabitskaya. Again, very little in the between those swimmers and the times. 42.54 was bronze, 42.44 silver, and 42.3 the gold. So very close indeed for those three swimmers. Well done, ladies. In the 11-year-old age group, in third place and bronze medalist from Basildon Phoenix, Jasmine Hall. In second place and silver medalist from Chelmsford, Lucy Clark. With a winning time of 36.67 from Phoenix, Lois Smith. Only 400th separating first and second there between Lois and Lucy. Very close indeed. In second place and silver medalist from Basildon Phoenix, Brandon Crease. Joseph Bale.